Welcome back to this segment of our video. We are in the midst of discussing the various functions offered by the Pillow library to help us operate on images and as part of our endeavor to perform data visualization. So next up, we want to talk about splitting and merging the three layers of our image. So earlier on, we had a model to look at the image, which is basically here, right? So our model is to say that an image that we see with a lot of brilliant colors can be split into three layers: the red layer, the green layer, and the blue layer. So while conceptually that kind of okay is acceptable, makes sense, how do we actually get that from Python or through the Pillow library? And the answer is this. Okay, we just use a dot split, and out comes three images. So where are we? Yeah, here, over here. Right. So we loaded the picture, and then we do a original source image dot split. This very naive looking function generates three pictures out of one picture. And what three pictures? Uh, as you can probably guess, the red image, the green image, and the blue image. You can, of course, do your own dot show to see the red, green, and blue. And you can get the kind of special effects, right? Like discotheque under red, green, blue, and whatnot. Or under ultraviolet light, how does it look like? So you simulate that with a blue plus red and all that. Yeah, you can definitely have very interesting effects. But beyond that, we also want to be able to operate on it. So let's just try to merge it. So what we do is this: when we dot merge is the reverse of split. So you can imagine if we uh, obtain the red, green, and blue layers, we can dot merge to reproduce the original source image exactly, right? Pixel by pixel, exactly. Now, why do we want to do that? Because sometimes we may want to perform very extensive filtering, enhancement, detection, whatnot, all the processing done on one channel. Maybe it's separately on the red, green, and blue channels with slightly different coefficients or weightage or whatnot. Sometimes we may only want to perform certain operations on the red channel, but other operations on green and blue. Whatever it is, we are able to very conveniently split, right? Very nicely. And once we perform some calculations, operations, changes separately onto red, green, and blue, we can fuse them together using the dot merge. So very naturally, the dot merge takes a mode. A mode, remember what's a mode? Are we having pixel by pixel, which is RGB? Are we having transparency? Then you have to specify RGBA, the alpha channel. Alpha channel is the how transparent is this pixel. So every pixel has a transparency rating, so to speak. So what we do is minimalistic. We just specify RGB and supply the red, green, and blue, right? Red, green, and blue. But wait a minute. I thought we said red, green, and blue. How come green here? And that is the point. The tuple of three images, which must have the same size, they are expected to be in the order of red, green, and blue. But we, just for the sake of variety, we supply the green values to what is supposed to be the red channel of the outcome image, right? And then we swap, and then green, red, then blue. Then we see this. So whatever was very red, like the orange here was supposed to be very red, now becomes very green. Yeah, so that makes sense. Okay. Then we try to swap. Whatever was very red now becomes very blue. The green stays as it is, and we swap the red and the blue. So the guy originally had orange. Orange basically has very strong red components and very little to no blue components. Now we swap with the blue color, so now the guy is wearing blue shirt rather than red shirt. Okay, so maybe this, after taking this picture, the guy in orange said, Oh, this looks so ugly. Can you help me change the picture, my shirt to blue color, please? And this will be what you do, right? And you say, well, but the rest, like mango, looks a bit not nice. Well, you can always crop out this guy and then paste back onto your original picture. And finally, let's try to swap, right? Everything. Uh, so RGB, we basically put GBR, and what happens? Whatever was supposed to be red now becomes very green, right? And green becomes blue, green becomes blue, and blue becomes red. So yeah, it's kind of showing a bit purplish, and that is quite the impact that this has made. All right. So again, this is not necessarily trying to say it's very useful or fun or whatnot, but trying to illustrate to you that yeah, when we change the color interpretation. That means we are expecting red, but you give me blue shades, right? We can end up having these effects. Okay, sometimes this is what is needed. Sometimes this is like, oh, that is exactly not what I want, right? Okay. And along with modifying the whole image wholesale. So for example, we talk about splitting and merging, right, as a picture, We could also talk about enhancement. Enhancement basically means relative to our eyes, whether the picture looks prettier, looks nicer. Okay, this is very subjective, and that's why we need different axes, different operations. There are many of them. We are talking about four things here. It's the saturation, how rich the color is, right? So this enhancement is done under dot color. First, you need to import from PIL, import the submodule called image enhance. So this submodule deals everything with making the picture prettier relative to our eyes. Okay, it's not necessarily better for facial recognition or image detection or whatnot. Um, but is it going to look nicer, prettier relative to our eyes? Answer is yeah, this is exactly what's programmed to. Huh? So it does it in various ways, and we are discussing four commonly encountered ways that we need. It's like kind of simulating your mobile phone, right? Enhance this picture. So we can color enhance it, and this image, right, basically is your source image. We are creating an object, this enhancement object, because why? We may not want to color enhance it one time. We may want to test a few times. So if you remember our discussion about pandas data frame, right? There is a dot group by and a dot rolling. So all these prepares the source data frame into some sort of pseudo semi-digested object ready for you to make the next progression, right? So same thing here, image enhance dot color, giving the source image, gives us a semi-ready object that we can tune, enhance by 2.0. Okay, that means make the color kind of richer twice the original amount, something like that. We can make it four times, and then it becomes so flooded with red, green, and blue that it's starting not to look very nice. Then we have overcorrected it.